I have been feeling for quite some time, draw in your nets. I've told you, move on. Your friends don't get it, move on. We've done everything we can. I've told you about the Titanic, and it is our responsibility to build lifeboats for others. I have tried over the last year, over and over and over again, to pull out and not be what cable news has to be. I am, in the end, an employee of News Corp. And I cannot, nor would I even think of doing something that would hurt their business. I must do the things that I believe, but I also must balance those with the news of the day. And when you start to balance those things, it only leads me one place, to tell you how our country is being destroyed. You know it. And so as I've been telling you, move on, move on, move on. It's what I've been saying to myself. Move on, move on, move on. Fox has done such a great job of covering the news of the day and making sure that they have bought us possibly years of time. And I wish them well. I will stand by their side every second. I will do whatever I can to help in any way they would ever ask me to help, because I believe in them. As I said to Roger Ailes, I believe they are important. If Fox goes down, I don't think the country survives. All those on the left will say, oh, he's being overdramatic. That's fine. That's what I believe. Every time I have tried to change, I get drawn back in. One of the most frequented phrases from almost every weekend and definitely every vacation I come back from. Guys, I'm clear. I'm very clear. Don't let me get off this path. And within 2 weeks, I'm off that path. Now, I am riddled with ADD. But part of that is because I'm doing a cable news show. I can't do that. So, what am I going to do? Well, I will give you a thumbnail of the bigger picture, and I'm going to ask you to trust me. I will tell you that part of my frustration is I am a businessman. I am fiercely independent. I have done an independent radio show since I was 13 years old. Pat knows when he worked with me, 20 years ago, how I am just an independent guy. And I have my own way of doing things. When I was over at CNN, Stu will tell you, I made the executives all the blood drain out of their face on day number 1 when I had the side of the camera open. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. Show me how this works again. And I'm actually fiddling with the actual mechanics of the camera. I'm an independent guy. And part of the problem of being locked down to cable news, other than what I just said, is I'm locked to a certain city. I am locked to other people's time, not mine, and other people's money, not mine. Sometimes I want to spend more money. That's why some of the Fox people that work on the show have been paid by me. The research that we do, much of it, I paid for myself. If anybody thinks that I got rich off of Fox News, you're out of your mind. I spent a lot of money on that show because I believed in what I was saying. Radio has always been our most powerful vehicle. It was even at Fox. I have more here than we had at Fox. We have a better way to communicate. But because I feel pull in the nets and I have to tell another story, I knew that I also couldn't just create a vacuum. That's why last fall I created The Blaze. And you'll notice that The Blaze is not the Glenn Beck Blaze. You'll notice that I've hired really competent, people that have made the industry say, what the heck is he doing? I know exactly what I'm doing. It is a new era. And the Blaze is going to lead the way. But that is only one of the ventures. There will be no interruption between you and I as we start to ramp things up. If I left the show and it is up to Fox when I would leave the show, I will work for as long as they want. But when they're ready, I will transition off the show. If I'm not ready with things that I am going to be launching, I will tell you that I will have the bridge, and you and I will meet still every day at glennbeck.com. Not going to charge anything. I will meet with you every day to make sure that you see the things that you need to see. But we're also going to be doing things looking for different audiences, younger audiences, comedy audiences as well. Everyone who thought that they had corralled us in one little space, look out, because we're about to saddle up and we're coming riding for you. Not an Insider Extreme member yet? What are you waiting for? Sign up today at glennbeck.com/extreme.